Welcome to this short chair-based yoga practice. It's going to be a gentle one, and we're going to be seated for the whole time. So if you're practicing along with me, make sure that you have a chair that is comfortable for you, that allows your feet to be well planted on the ground, and ideally no armrests so that your arms are free to move. But otherwise, you don't need anything else, just yourself, your breath, and we'll get started. Your hands can start resting on your lap, and if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can go ahead. If not, just keep a soft gaze in front of you, maybe somewhere on the floor, and think about relaxing the muscles around your eyes. As we begin our practice, we begin to tune inward, to bring our attention more into ourselves. And the breath is a great tool to do that. So see if you can bring your awareness to your breathing. It's always there. It's always happening. Notice that there is movement to your breath. Notice even that there is sound to your breathing. And then notice and experiment with modulating your breath. Maybe you start breathing a bit more through the nose. Maybe you can make your inhales just a little bit longer. Maybe your exhales can be a bit slower. And as you explore your breath and kind of playing or having a bit of agency of it, make sure that you're not straining, you're not overdoing it. Make sure you're not holding your breath either. So it should still feel comfortable. It should still have a quality of soothing, nourishing. And the breath is the basis for our practice. So I'll remind you through practice about breathing. So make sure that it's still there and it's intentional, and that you can still pay attention to it as we move into different postures. And try to begin to set a stable, steady rhythm of breath. And then once you've got that, we'll begin to add a bit more movement to it. So let's do 5 more cycles of breath, trying to find a steady inhale followed by exhale. And then once you feel that you've got a nice, nourishing rhythm of breath going, we'll open eyes, let your eyes get accustomed to the light once again. And then we'll find some movement through the neck. So we're going to take an inhale to lengthen tall. And on the exhale, we'll lower the chin towards the chest. Notice the stretch through the back of your neck, and you might be able to bring your shoulder blades a little closer together. And then from here, take a breath in. And then on your exhale, guide the right ear towards the right shoulder, finding now some stretch, some sensation in the left side of your neck. And take a breath. And then when you're ready, we'll return the chin back through center, taking an inhale. And then using the exhale to guide the left ear now towards the left shoulder. So other side. And finding a stretch through the right side of the neck. And taking a breath. And then we'll repeat it one more time to each side. Chin comes back towards the chest, guiding right ear towards right shoulder on the exhale. And then inhaling, chin back to chest. And guiding left ear, left shoulder as you exhale. And then we'll bring the chin back towards the chest. And then from here, we'll lift the chin, lift the gaze, looking forward in front of us, focusing on the hands for a moment. So we'll turn the palms to face up towards the ceiling, and we'll bring the pinky finger and the thumb to touch. Give your other fingers a little stretch, and feel the contact between pinky and thumb. And then we'll open up the hand, and now find a stretch through the palm between the fingers, stretch them out. And then now bring the ring finger and the thumb to touch. Feel that contact. See if the other fingers can stay out, spreading away. And then we'll open up again the palm, spreading those fingers. And we'll bring the middle finger and thumb to touch. You might find that some other fingers want to come in too. See if you can stretch them out. And then once again, all 10 fingers away. Feel the stretch between the fingers and the palm. And then bring the index and thumb to touch. Feel that contact. See if those other fingers can keep reaching away. And then open up the palm. Now give your fingers a soft wiggle. And then turn your palms to face down once again, resting on your thighs. We're moving to the shoulders. We're going to bring the shoulders up by the ears on the inhale. Imagine squeezing them up and in. And then we're going to release them down on the exhale. And we'll do that again. Inhale, we're lifting. And exhale, we're lowering. And now we're finding a bit of a circling motion. We're bringing shoulders forward and up on the inhale. And we're taking them back and down on the exhale. So try that again. Forward, up. Exhale, back and down. And one more time like that. Forward, up. And exhale, back and down. Nice work. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And now bring your attention to your feet. So we're going to lift and lower the heels. On your inhale, heels lift. Coming onto balls of the feet or even toes. On the exhale, heels lower. And again, inhales lift. And exhale, lower. And again, lift. And exhale, lower. And one more time, just like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. This time we're going to inhale and lift. But we're just going to lower one heel. It's going to be the right heel that's going to lower to the ground, and we're going to stay on the left toes. Sometimes bringing that left foot in a bit will help you be more on the tiptoes, so feel free to do that. We're going to find some circles with that left knee. Rotation is coming from the hip. So as you do this, rotating, find also that you can give your toes a stretch, a massage against the ground with this movement. Your ankle is also moving, finding some mobility. And of course your hip. Switch directions when you're ready. And try it a few times in this direction. And then the next time that your left knee comes back through center, we're going to come onto the left heel and we're going to extend that left leg out in front of us. Scooting forward on the seat of the chair usually helps here. It's a bit more comfortable, so feel free to do that. But once the leg is extended, we're going to point the toes away from us, and then we're going to pull the toes back towards us. And find that movement a few more times. And then the next time that your toes are pointing up, your knee is also pointing up towards the ceiling. Let's bring those hands to the hip crease. And now with your hands or your fingers at your hip crease, find a lengthened spine on the inhale. And on your exhale, see if you can sandwich your fingers. So see if you can hinge, flex from your hips as you take your torso any amount forward and down. Leg is still active, so you can push down through that left heel. Take another breath, long spine. And then as you inhale, lift that torso and then bend that left knee and plant your left foot. Your hands return to your thighs. And then on your inhale, lift your shoulders. But on your exhale, we're just going to lower one shoulder at a time. This time, start with your right shoulder down. And then inhale, right shoulder rises. And exhale, left shoulder lowers. And then again, left shoulder up. Right shoulder down, and inhale up, and exhale left shoulder down. As you inhale, both shoulders lift, squeeze, and then on your exhale, both shoulders will lower. Keep your hands on your thighs, and now we'll work on the lift and the lowering of the heels once again. So when you're ready, inhale, coming onto ball of the foot or tiptoes. Exhale, press those heels down. Imagine there was something resisting. And then again, inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Feel a bit more action through your legs. And then one more time like that, lift. And exhale, press down. Now as you inhale, we're going to lift, but this time only your left heel is going to lower. You're on the tiptoes, ball of the foot of that right side, and we're beginning to find those hip rotations on this side, those circles, that massage for your toes, that movement through your ankle. And then when you're ready, switch direction. And then the next time that right knee comes through center, we're going to extend that right leg onto the heel. With your leg extended, we're pointing toes away from us, and we're pulling toes back towards us a few times at your own pace here. Notice if there's any differences between the right side and the left, any other sensation. And then the next time that your toes are pointing up, we'll find that flexion from the hips. So again, your fingers at your hip creases, just as a reminder, awareness, where the movement is coming from. We'll take an inhale. And then on the exhale, finding that hinge, any amount forward and down. Active right leg, shoulders away from ears. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Another one here. And then as you breathe in, lift that torso, bend into that right knee and plant your right foot. Return your hands to your thighs. And this time we're going to take the legs wide away from one another. So we're going to heel to toe the feet out. And the knees are going wide. And then we'll heel to toe the feet back in. The knees come back together. And then again, take them wide, any amount. Notice that sensation through your hips. Bring them back in. And again, taking them wide. Bringing them back. We'll do it one more time. And then the next time that your feet coming back through center, take your hands on your lap and then turn your palms to face up. We're going to make a fist. We're going to bring the thumb into the palm of the hand, and then we're going to wrap the fingers over the thumb. And then from here, you can make that fist tighter or looser. It's up to you. You can also try curling the fist in towards your forearm and feel that work through your forearm and even your biceps, and take a breath. Your spine is still long lifted. And then release. Give your fingers a wiggle. And then we're going to make it one more time, but this time the fingers come into the palm first, and then the thumb wraps over the fingers. tighten or loosen, and then maybe curl in. Feel the work through the forearm. Try to keep your chest broad and take a full breath in. And a full breath out. And then release that. Give your fingers a wiggle. And then let your arms relax down by your side. And you might find some circling through the wrists with your arms heavy. You might even find a little sway of your arms. Very gentle, not too much effort here. But as your arms are heavy and as your arms pull your shoulders down, can you still find a lifted spine? Imagine the crown of the head reaching tall. Another breath in and a breath out. And then return your hands to rest on your thighs. And we'll take a moment here in stillness. If you'd like, you could recline, maybe a pillow behind you. You might close your eyes. And as you find these moments of pause, the moments of not doing, can you still stay aware and can you still observe? Observe any physical sensations coming up. Observe any thoughts or any dialogue coming up in the mind. Observe your breathing, which is still there. And observe with compassion and with love as much as you can find. And feel free to stay here for longer. But if you're ready to end your practice, gently open your eyes if you have them closed. You could leave your hands in your lap or bring your hands and rest them at your chest. And then bring gratitude towards the practice, towards your own practice, towards those who have practiced with you, towards those who have made it possible. And we end practice with a word that means that the light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.